I just got to give you guys a heads up, not to start this chat on a bad note, but I am absolutely exhausted today. I don't know what is going on, but my body woke me up at 4 a.m. I think like coming back after a day off for the holiday, my brain is just not working. So I just wanted to give you guys the heads up.
No worries.
We just got back from a long weekend of touring, so we're feeling.
Yeah, it's not like any of mine compares to you guys. I mean, I don't know how touring DJs do it. By the way, I also just want to know, will this chat be a guaranteed good time?
It has to be.
That's good.
Alex and Casey, Twinsick, welcome to America's Dance 30 for the first time.
What up?
How we doing?
Congratulations on this incredible smash. Happy now.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
I can't wait to talk about how this was born, and we're going to talk all about the song coming up. But first, since this is the first time you guys are on America's Dance 30, let's get to know Twinsick a little better with Finky's firsts.
Oh, baby.
So I love finding out the origin story of artists. When you were growing up, was music the first thing that you guys wanted to get into, or was there something else you wanted to be when you grew up?
I guess I grew up like playing drums and playing piano, so music was always kind of something that was like in the back of my head. But I mean, for job wise, I don't really think I know what else we'd be doing if we weren't doing this.
Yeah, same here.
So there was no backup plan?
Nope.
No backup plan. I used to do like videography, so that's kind of led into more like the DJing stuff there. So that kind of helped out, but I guess that would have been a backup plan, but I did not want to do it anymore. So,
well, thank God this worked out for you guys.
So far, so good.
So far, so good, yeah.
Knock on wood, it keeps going for 20, 30 more years for you guys.
That's the goal.
Now, when did you guys first meet?
We met back in like 2018. I was like opening up, like DJing, doing like random gigs, and we just met after one of the opening gigs that I had. He was doing the video stuff at the time, and so we were just like became friends, and then we're just like one day, let's start a DJ group. Wasn't much like plan behind it. We kind of just were like, oh, this
no plan. We thought of the name all on the same day. We're like, let's just run with it. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
And you guys formed Twinsick in 2019, right?
Yep. So we probably like knew each other about like 6 months, just kicking it, talking about music, just hanging out, and then thought of the name like he said, and then ever since then just posted on social media, created all the accounts and everything, and then now here we are.
Well, speaking of all that, I mean, you formed it right before the world shut down. What was that like, deciding to do this, and then all of a sudden, boom, everything's done?
Yeah, we were like, it was like spring 2020. We were like pulling every string we could with like any college friend we had to just get any college show booking, anything we could play. And we played, I think, like 5 shows maybe before everything happened. And then after that, it was like, obviously we knew what was going on. So we just kind of took a step back and then used that as time to just work on the project and build music and kind of get like a better vision for everything. So
God, I couldn't even imagine that, like getting set and ready and like a rocket starting everything going. And then all of a sudden you got to like stop.
Yeah, it was nuts. I remember we were like on spring break, like doing some like random gigs. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, wait, we got to go home. Like, this is like serious.
Now, did I see somewhere that you guys were living in Tampa?
Yeah, we did Tampa about a year ago for like the winter. We're originally from Minnesota, so we did Tampa for 6 months, whatever, just to try it out, and we loved it. And now we're out in LA, so we're loving it here as well.
Well, I'd love to say that it was awesome having you guys, but we're full here, so I'm glad you left. Now, when you guys were trying to decide on an artist project name, was Twinsick the first name you guys came up with, or were there other names you were considering?
there was the other name. I was like thinking, I was like, let's just do Alex and Casey at one point, and then we're like, no, like that's so boring. And then we got the name like Minnesota is the Minnesota Twins, the Twin Cities. So I had the name like Twins written down, and then one of our other friends was like, why don't we try and find a word that starts with S? And then we were looking through like dictionary.
Yeah, we were literally
like,
on dictionaries, like going
word.
down, like sick. Whoa, that's tight. Let's
like,
do that.
It's easy to remember. Let's just do it.
It's definitely an epic name, so I'm glad you came up with it.
Name's always funny because it's like when you make them, you never know like will they end up or anything. So it's like funny, like looking back, like all what you could have been.
That's so true. Like when I was trying to decide on the name for the countdown, this was, I want to say like 8 years ago, maybe. God, I can't believe it's been that long. But I was talking with my friend about it. I'm like, what do you think of America's Dance 30? He's like, I don't really like it. And I decided to go with it. And now, I mean, I love the name of the countdown.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I saw the video that you guys posted wrapping up your epic 2024. You played Lollapalooza. You did your first ever show or a headlining show in Vegas. And then, is it true that you did a show for nobody? Was that slide real?
Yeah.
I forgot we posted that.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was like a school sponsored like I don't know, like it was like a job. I don't know what.
I don't know what it was. It was something towards the end of semester, and it was like a school event, but I think the kids like partied too hard the night before, or like going to party after that, and like we were just smack in the middle of the day, and
there were like job fair tents like surrounding the thing. It was like kind of funny.
Yeah, there were some families and stuff like before, right when we got there, and then when we went on, everyone kind of cleared out.
Yeah.
A little obnoxious.
Well, at least you're doing shows that ground you.
It was humbling. It was great.
It was fun for us. We got to play kind of whatever we wanted. You know?
Yeah.
That is hilarious. Now, speaking of all those shows, do you remember the first show you ever played?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it would have been at the rooftop in Minneapolis.
Yeah. It was our hometown. We like.
Well, okay, first off, I had a headline, and then I would be like, Casey, want to open? And then it'd be like, want to go back to backs? Like, we didn't really know. And then we announced Twinsick.
Yeah.
And then it was like, that was like, all of our friends came together, and just like, it was honestly, it was
pretty good.
It was a smash. Like, between all of our friends and like family that came out, it was like awesome, honestly.
It was very thrown together. Like, I'm pretty sure we were playing on like a folding table or something.
But that's awesome to at least play for all your friends. So it really doesn't matter what you play at that point. It's a good way to start.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah. We like to think we knew what we were doing, but looking back, we have a friend group that's been like supporting us since we started. And I feel like that is a strong part of why everything's been starting to work out the way it has. So it's been fortunate that way.
And are they the third member of Twinsick?
They all want to be.
Bro, the amount of times like, we get like texts like from our boys that like want to go on tour. Can I be the third Twinsick?
They always say triple sick.
Triple sick, yeah.
That's too awesome. Now, do you remember the first time hearing one of your songs on the radio?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, I want to say it was like a remix, but I don't remember that too well. I think it was about a year ago. We did a drive to California. We did a song called California Baby, and we did like I remember we woke up in Vegas after a night out and had to record like the radio liners, and we were just messing it up every time. We were just like, we were literally like
fog.
Yeah, like we could not get it done, and we were so frustrated. And then like a week later, we heard it on the radio and like heard our voices, and we're like, "Whoa, that's pretty cool!"
Yeah,
like it came out pretty well.
It was fire.
That was a cool moment.
That's so awesome. Now, do you remember the first dance song that made you guys fall in love with EDM?
Yeah, mine was. I mean, I think the Skrillex remix of Levels. I was bumping that. That was like
That's a good answer.
I was like, what are these crazy noises? This is insane.
It's so funny you say that because everybody that mentions Skrillex, literally that's the thing that comes out of their mouth is, what are these noises?
I just like all like the Calvin Harris and David Guetta that was on the radio back in the day. That was just like, looking back at it, you didn't know it was going to be so iconic. So that was I would say that's my first intro.
And looking back, just such nostalgia at that time. I mean, the songs were just so incredible. Well, finally in Finky's first, in honor of Happy Now, what's the first thing that makes you happy?
Damn, good.
question.
I'd say touring, honestly.
Yeah.
Touring is like when we're the happiest is on the road, just like playing shows for everyone and like getting to see the energy that our music brings to the rooms and like sharing that moment with like the fans and stuff is just, there's nothing like it, which is amazing.
I don't play, obviously, but I have stepped out on stage hosting main stage, and just the feeling of being with the crowd and them reacting to everything, I completely agree. There's nothing like it.
There's nothing like it.
Let's talk about this, Smash. How was Happy Now born?
It's like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while. It was like a really old demo we got. And we were kind of just sitting on it for a while and like wanted to see kind of how the sound was going to progress with it. And then finally we were just kind of like, okay, this kind of stutter house kind of vibe is really in right now. So we wanted to get something out that we thought that like a Twinsick sound could blend with it. So we thought that was kind of the perfect fit for it.
And it's such a great vocal.
Yeah, the vocal is super catchy. And so we were dialing in the production on it for like, I guess 2 years, I guess. Just because we wanted to match the same energy on that vocal.
And talking about dealing with mastering it for that long, you know, I always love finding out how many different versions there are of a song from when you start working on it, all the tweaking that goes on to when you finally put it out. Do you remember what the final V was of Happy Now?
Look.
It was probably, yeah. I know we kind of had like the core idea for a while, but there's probably, we're on our Dropbox right now.
Probably like 20 plus.
Yeah,
I love it.
We'll get like a version that we like, and then we'll send it out to like the whole team, and they'll be like, we need to change this. I'm like, God.
And then you end up going back to like V3. Now, when you're sitting on a demo for that long, do you have to change the style? Because obviously, you know, styles in EDM change so frequently.
100%. Yeah, that one specifically, I know I changed the drums like 3 times. Just because I think drums are like kind of the most like you got to stay up to time with the drums. Like synths and keys and stuff are always kind of similar, but like, you know, you got the Fred again trends that are coming in that he has very like crisp drums. So you got to match that same energy with stuff that you're putting out.
Gotcha. Well, congratulations on finishing it and putting it out. It is such a smash. Congratulations on the song. What's next in 2025 for Twinsick?
We're announcing a huge tour. Actually, this week will be announced. So by the time you're hearing this, it'll be out. It's a bus tour. And
our first ever bus tour.
Holy hell.
Yeah. We're in for a ride on that one.
Yeah.
Literally. Have you guys ever dealt with a bus tour? But I know you haven't been on one. Oh my God.
Never. So this started out, we wanted to just get like an RV and like do it ourselves, right? And like our team came back and they're just like, it's not safe. Like you need to have a professional driver, all this. So like there goes all the fun. But I mean, obviously this is going to be unreal. So we're getting a tour bus and we're starting in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we're planning to stay like
as the starting.
We wanted to start out just because we came from like college backgrounds, doing like a bunch of frat parties, doing college bars. So we wanted to start the tour with like a iconic college bar. So we're going to be at Champs Penn State first, and then we're going to make our way down the coast,
like Carolinas, Atlanta, Florida, over to Texas, and then Arizona, and ending it off in Vegas to like kind of kick off our 2025 residency. So
yep.
And leading into it, how do you prepare yourselves for a bus tour?
we literally asked our manager the other day, we're like, hey, is there like anything we need to do for this? He's like, nah, you just wake up, pack your bag, and treat it like a normal tour.
Yeah.
You can't prepare for a bus tour at all.
Good luck with that. I can't wait to talk to you guys after it.
Yeah, let's check in at Breakaway.
Along with that, lots of new music. We're going to keep going with the remixes. The remixes have been fun. We've been posting those on social media and they've been going crazy. So those are just kind of fun. Just whenever you hear a song that gives you an idea, just kind of going with that. It's going to be a big year. We're excited. Lots of festivals.
It's going to be the year of Twinsick. Well, I can't wait to see everything that happens for you guys this year. Twinsick, thank you so much for your time with us on America's Dance 30.
Yes, thanks for having us. It was an awesome time.